Hello, welcome to Web of Stories. My name is Melinda. It is a Tuesday. I don't know which Tuesday it is, but it is a Tuesday, and I am here with a tag. And today I am doing the box office tops and flops tag. And this tag was created by Heather at Heather Reads and Meg at Books Off the Beaten Path. And I was tagged by the wonderful Pat at Book Chat with Pat. And this is an easy tag. There's only one prompt. The hardest thing about this tag is you have to know how to look this up in analytics, which took me a second for part of it. But the prompt is, using YouTube Studios, look up your 5 videos that got the highest number of views and the 5 that got the lowest. Answer these questions about each video. Oh wait, there is more. I guess this is how you break it up. For the 5 highest videos, why do you think this video got as many or as few video views as it did? For the 5 highest videos, do you think each video warrants as many views as it got? And for the 5 lowest videos, can you think of a good reason why more people should watch these videos? So I figured out how to export my data. And let's start with the bottom first, okay? So you know what? I don't like the color I highlighted this in because I can't see it very well. So let me hold on 1 second. Okay. I totally thought all 5 of these would be of the same variety. And I was wrong. Only 3 of them are of that variety. I thought all of these would be Wednesdays with Will's video. Wednesdays with Will. Only 3 of them are. So I will go through them. First one is, this is from July 3rd of 2024, Wednesdays with Will, ranking Love's Labor's Lost. If you like Love's Labor's Lost, here's the thing with the Wednesdays with Will. Do I think they deserve this? Those are my lowest rated videos. I know they get the lowest views, but they have some of the highest engagement. So I'm not upset about that. It is what it is. I am not into the booktube business to like get as many viewers as I want, make money or anything like that. I mean, although I am monetized, but that's so that they don't run mid-roll ads on me. And I know Shakespeare's not for everybody. Do I think more people should watch Shakespeare? Yes. I don't necessarily think, I apparently did this in 2 videos because number 4 is initial thoughts on Love's Labor's Lost. I certainly don't feel that for Love's Labor's Lost, it needed more viewers because that wasn't a very interesting play. So I'm fine with that. Number 3 is March 7th, 2023, and it's the Finish the Book tag and updating my TBR for March. That was fairly early on in my booktube life. I think that my TBR videos tend to do fairly well. I think I just didn't have a huge audience at the time. It's fine. And okay, so the third place is, no wait, that was 3rd place. Let me start this. 5th place, ranking Love's Labor's Lost. 4th place, initial thoughts on Love's Labor's Lost. Apparently Love's Labor's Lost for some reason needed 2 videos. I don't know why. 3rd place, the Finish the Book tag and updating my TBR for March. Okay. 2nd place, the Not So Spicy Opinions, effective educational experience, or what to read and not to read in school. I think if I did this video again now, it probably would get more views because I have a higher audience. Again, this is May of 2023. It's really early on in my booktube time. I'm, whatever. Plus my opinions might have changed on that one. I haven't seen that video in over 2 years. So who knows? Yeah, there you go. But my least viewed video, which I kind of am a little about, is Wednesdays with Will. I told you so. All my thoughts on Henry IV, part 1. That means that got fewer views than Pericles. I liked Henry IV, part 1. I don't know why that one, I'm not surprised that Love's Labor's Lost is towards the bottom. I know that Henry IV part 1 sounds like a boring play. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, as I said, I expected all 5 of these to be Wednesdays with Will videos. And I just kind of wish that wasn't the one that was on the bottom, but there we go. Okay, let's go up to the top. I made a lot of videos, scrolling. Okay. Pat Kat made a very interesting point in her video, is that if you put a number in the title, it seems to do well. And 2 of these videos here have a number. So number 5 is my top 10 nonfiction books of 2024. All of these got over 1,000 views, which is huge for my channel. I'm not that big of a channel, so it's very huge. I'm really happy about that. I am happy about that. You know, I love nonfiction. Nonfiction is not everybody's cup of tea, so I'm glad that a lot of people watch that. The 4th place is the Read Historical Fiction 2025 book recommendations. My book recommendations. I can understand why that one is a high, because a lot of people didn't know what alternate historical fiction was, which was my prompt. So I did explain that. I also had some other for each of the prompts. And I think that book recommendations, like what should I read? You know, people are interested in that, especially when it's an event, you're hitting when the iron is hot, and people are putting together their lists. I think Read Historical Fiction is a good event in that it's specific, but not too specific. So not surprised by that. The next 2 I am surprised about though, because a month or so ago, there apparently was some drama on booktube. I was on the outside, didn't even know it was drama until later, but it was about book reviews. Do people still need book reviews or whatever? I just saw these videos, didn't think anything about it. I think apparently people still do need book reviews, because my number 3 video is my review of The Postcard by Berest. I loved this book. This was my top book of 2023. That's before I broke it out between fiction and nonfiction. And I am really happy to see that on here. I do think that if you watch Jim at Jim's Books, Reading and Stuff, he makes really good points that if you look at the graphs of book review videos, most videos, you publish it, it's way up, and then it goes down. But book review videos, if you look at the graph of views, it kind of goes up over time, because there's always going to be someone who has this book and wants to know what people think about it. So, and I'm glad it's a book that I loved. And the number 2 was another book review. And it's Hello Beautiful by Napolitano. Now, I would have preferred those be switched, because I preferred The Postcard to Hello Beautiful, although I did really like Hello Beautiful. But Hello Beautiful was much more of a general success. I believe that it was one of the Read with Jenna or Reese or whoever, one of those book clubs picks. But it did really, really well. So, and just so you know, I should probably give you my top 10 nonfiction reads of 2024 was 1,175 views. Read Historical Fiction book recommendations was 1,294 views. My book review of The Postcard by Berest was 2,112 views. But my book review of Hello Beautiful by Napolitano was 6,259 views. That's huge. And now, my number 1 video, and this goes to prove Pat's theory about numbers. And this is the one that totally made my channel blow up. I woke up one day and I had all these new viewers. I went over the 1,000 mark. I had all these views. I loved it. It's great. Thank you all for coming. I love that you're here. It just was such a surprise. And that is my top 10 fiction reads of 2024. And that got 6,969 views, which, if you think about it, that's not that much more than the Hello Beautiful book review. So about the book review thing, yeah, people still read them. People still watch them. Yeah, I think that I got algorithm magic on the top 10 fiction reads of 2024, which I'm happy for. That's great. I definitely do not aspire to that, but I'm happy that it happened. Yeah, so there you go. Those are my top 5 and bottom 5. A little surprised with the bottom 5, only because I thought they'd all be Wednesdays with Will. A little surprised with the top 5 with the 2 book reviews. Now, let me see. I will tag some people, although again, this is not going to go out for a while. Oh, the fly is back. If you saw a video that you probably would have seen a couple weeks ago, there's a fly in our house. Who should I tag? I think I'm going to tag Tracy at Tracy Nordics Light. Tracy's Nordic. You know, Tracy from Norway. I am going to tag Suey at Suey's Book Banter. And I am going to tag, who else should I tag? I'll tag Maria Andrea. There you go. There's 3 tags. If you've already done these, because again, it's going to be a while before from the time I do this video to when it is posted, those are just shout outs. Go check out their channels. Otherwise, and if I didn't tag you, go ahead and do this because it was actually really interesting. If you have more than 50 videos, you will probably need to export your data, which is super easy. You just press the little down button and then it goes up into a Google Sheet. Super easy. Anyway, and I will also link to these if you want to go see all these videos that I have and see the ones that no one watches. Go see if my Henry IV thoughts were that bad. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. Like, subscribe, join my Discord, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.